We are on your side because we are aware that you have many questions. We also have a few questions. What's in it for the monster? How do talismans function? Will these individuals ever discover a way out? Sadly, the show is currently refusing to respond to our inquiries. Rather, they generate new inquiries with each episode. We trust with the sixth episode, we'll begin to see some activity. We still enjoy a good mystery and action, even though we aren't so sure they will just give us the answers. However long they give us an imaginative and consistent clarification, eventually, we are good with it. Now let's look at the town, the show's biggest mystery. In an as-of-late shared video, we see Age Bailey, who depicts Jim in the show, and he discusses the town's secret. He responds that the radio tower gives him hope when asked about it. Yet, he additionally imagines that the voice his personality heard probably won't be great by any stretch of the imagination. This situation could be an examination, and the voice could be one individuals who are liable for the trial, and that implies they are in extraordinary peril. We are all aware that this show presents an infinite number of possibilities, and the town serving as the setting for an experiment makes sense. He probably discusses this theory because fans generally agree with it. Likewise, we realize that Jim accepts that as well. Therefore, even though he is merely expressing the viewpoint of his character, we continue to believe that this may be a hint or a distraction. This show's actors are also mysterious. Is he attempting to convince us that this is an experiment so that we will be surprised by the town's actuality? Are we stuck? We don't have any idea. What we cannot deny is that the examination hypothesis is conceivable. Here's the reason. Boyd and Sarah found the lighthouse, as we saw earlier. We believe that is precisely where the voice Jim heard was coming from. As he was on the correct way by attempting to make the radio pinnacle work, the regulators of the examination attempted to keep it from happening some way or another. The voice understood what Tabitha was doing in the storm cellar, so we realize that they are being watched, even in their homes. In addition, we are aware that they are aware of the individual's pre-town lies. Why? The boy and white monster kids might just be a glitch in the system because this experiment shouldn't be like anything we've already seen. It's convoluted and it's solid. We already know that the town somehow manages to stop people from going any further when they take action to get some answers. As a result, it's possible that this experiment is actually part of a simulation. Do you recall when Sarah heard the voice of Boyd's deceased wife? She tried to warn them that leaving this town through death is not an option. Could it be said that she is removing to elsewhere, or on the other hand, were the regulators mirroring her voice to stop Sarah and Boyd going further? We additionally have another justification for why we accept this situation could be a trial. You may recall that he was in denial when Jade arrived in town. He thought the entire situation was a getaway room game. We never gave it an idea, however perhaps he was correct. The whole thing might be a part of an experiment that tries to see how people act in dangerous situations. The main goal of the experiment is to find out how many people will survive or find a way out. When someone tries their luck for answers, the town might respond for one reason or another. In addition, in the most recent episode, we discovered that there were individuals even before Victor, and some way or another they generally wound up kicking the bucket. So we do not know when this all begun. Great! At the point when Victor's mom advised him to conceal some place that Christopher doesn't have the foggiest idea, he did it. Yet, in the first part of the day, he saw that the road was covered with cadavers. Therefore, it's possible that there will come a time when the experiment will wipe out everyone so that new people can enter the town. Victor is not a threat to the experiment, and he may remain there until his death because he did not ask too many questions or test the limits of the town. To wrap things up, we should discuss Beast's part in this trial. We never witnessed them pursuing their prey. They simply walk with a smile instead. We observed that when Randall informed them that he does not fear them, they simply walked away, despite the fact that they caused tension among the settlers. Is that a developed signal to stop them? Was it that simple from the beginning? Truly, they seem to be robots.